Previously on Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Now time for grave robbing minigame. Pew pew pew! And now back to more puzzles. Hey, this is Alpha back with a let's play of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. When we last left off, after witnessing Ramon's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Reinhold Manor on his own. Busy with the murder investigation, Inspector Chumley warns Layton against meddling any further. However, Layton is confident that the golden apple and the morning's murder are linked to one another. Finally free to move about, Layton and Luke begin their search for the golden apple in earnest. Alright, I forget what we're supposed to do. What a lovely vase. Oh, journal usually tells you what to do if you forgot. The Baron's journal. The pages of Baron Reinhold's journal were filled with passages reflecting upon his deep love for his child and late wife. Additionally, we discovered that the Baron left a note disclosing the location of the golden apple in possession of his good friend. Perhaps Ingrid knows this friend of the Baron's? Okay, so we're supposed to go back to Ingrid. Cool. Let's talk to y'all. Oh, Professor, how fortunate that you're here at a time like this. I have a favor to ask you. Please, madam, ask away. I'm happy to come to your aid in any way I can. I have a puzzle for you. What do you think? Thank you, Professor. Could you solve this puzzle for me? Though I'm not feeling up to the challenge, it won't solve itself. Yeah, you could just not solve it. I don't see anything wrong with that. How old is we already did how old is Dad? A father and son are having a conversation. The father turns to the son and says, "You know, son, there was a time when your old man was twice the age of your mother. Of course, the next year I was only 1.5 times her age, but still, that's pretty amazing, eh?" Father's 44 years old. How old's the mother? 4 and 5? Would that be it? Because when the father is 2, the mother would be when the father was 4, the mother would be 2, and that's times 2. So then when the father was 5, she would be 3, and that's 1.5. Right? Yeah, right? So 43? Submit?
That should do it.
Did it.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's right, the mother is 43 years old, and the what I just said. What a relief, I can finally stop thinking about that silly puzzle. You have my thanks. Splendid painting, Layton. Let's see how he likes it. Rumor isn't complete without a little art. And you? I guess it's nice, but painting that. Oh, well, that's as I suspected. Professor Layton likes it better. The journal is another new thing? No, it doesn't, you liar. Unless there's something. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff over here. Okay. No sweets for Chumley. The inspector had a few sharp words for us when we showed up. Doubtless because we've been conducting an investigation that runs parallel to his own. As much as I'd like to help find Simon's killer, there are other matters which we should attend to first. Namely, checking in on Ramon to see what, if anything, he remembers of last night. I had hoped Ramon would remember something of last night, but it's as I feared. He remembers nothing. How could someone go through something as jarring as a kidnapping and remember nothing of it? I must put my curiosity to the side and return to our search for the golden apple. Perhaps Matthew can tell us something. Talking with Matthew revealed that the Reynolds formerly had another servant in their employ. Unless I'm mistaken, Matthew was referring to Ingrid, the nanny pictured in that old photo we saw earlier. She's usually out by the general store at this time of day, so finding her shouldn't prove too difficult. Ingrid told us the story of how Flora's mother passed from this world. The Baron must have truly loved his former wife, for her grave lies within his garden, presumably so that, even in death, she could stay close to him. Lady Violet's grave is a beautiful place. The Baron's devotion and love for her is reflected in every detail of the place. Matthew mentioned the Baron kept a journal detailing his thoughts. If we can find it, I imagine there is much we could learn from its pages. Okay, all done. Chumley? Do you have a puzzle? Mr. Layton, you have some skill at solving puzzles, yes? I once cracked a case by solving the puzzle left behind on a note I found hidden at the crime scene. Let's see how you fare against it. Okay. The mysterious note. A detective who was mere days away from cracking an international smuggling ring. Oh, that's like, Edgeworth Investigations. Has suddenly gone missing. While inspecting his last known location, you find a note. The note appears to be nothing more than a series of numbers, but your gut instinct tells you that this note will reveal the name of the crime kingpin. Currently, there are 3 suspects in the case: Bill, John, and Todd. Can you break the detective's code and find the criminal's name? Bill is boss. He sells oil. It's just upside down. it's just upside down.
There we go.
Yay, that's like the easiest code to crack ever. That's right, if you flip the note upside down, Bill is boss, he sells oil. Impressive, Mr. Layton. It seems the rumors tooting your skill weren't totally unfounded. But don't go getting any ideas. Do the smart thing and leave the detective work to me. In the meantime, you can occupy yourself by searching for the golden apple. Paint scrap. And the mysterious note. You still want the same thing, because I'm not solving your rectangle puzzle. Oh, Professor, you just simply have to help me. I've got another puzzle on my hands I can't solve. As a man of the world, you know there's nothing women find more alluring than competence. I'm counting on you, sir. Don't doom me to eternal bachelorhood. But if I solve the puzzle, then they're impressed with me, not you. Ugh, what's it with you and spatial puzzles? The cross shape on the pin board has 9 pins inside it and 16 outside it. Remember that example, because now it's your turn to construct a shape on the board. Can you create a cross that has 17 pins inside it and 16 pins outside it? Feel free to make your cross any size you like. Yep, no, forget that. Oh, you have me be single forever? Yep, you're gonna be single forever, my dude. Sorry. I refuse. When are we gonna go down this ladder? Or this staircase? We're totally gonna do it at some point. Oh, you're Ingrid, you're right there.
Oh, look who it is. Professor Ladle, was it?
The name's Layton, madam.
Oh, that's right, Professor Layton. All that talking about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscing, so I decided to stop by for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems that you have something you want to ask me.
As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considered his close friends?
His friends, you say? Well, he wasn't exactly what you'd call a social butterfly. I'm sorry, but that's really all I knew of his friends. Oh, wait a moment. I do believe I saw that Zapone fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times.
Professor, could she be referring to that man we met? Ah, yes, the gentleman with the fancy little mustache who goes,
Yeah!
Wow, Professor, that's a really good impression of him.
I know! I can do good impressions of everyone.
We should go ask if he knows anything. I would wager he's still hanging around the fork in the road just beyond the clock tower. Alright, let's go. Meet with Zapone! Exclamation point. But first, another puzzle from Mr. Jazzman. Lady Dahlia is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, she sure is. What a dish. What a doll. What a honey. Gals like that are pretty rare, I tell you. Yep. Oh, thanks. There's gonna be a hint coin here at some point. Probably already was. Hey, Deke. Nothing good can be said about that tower. I heard it's all sorts of scary. You should stay away, yup. Well, you can... whatever. Hey, Lucy.
Good afternoon, mister. Hey, I'll tell you a secret if you can solve the puzzle for me. It's about a girl who's about to have her birthday.
Birthday girl. 60 Pickerots, my. When asked about her birthday, a young woman gives the following information. The day after tomorrow, I turn 22, but I was still 19 on New Year's Day last year. When is her birthday? Probably.
That should do it.
Either that or like the 31st. Nope, it was the second.
Another puzzle solved.
60 Pickerots, hell yeah. Yeah.
Wow, you're smart. Okay, come close and I'll tell you my secret. I heard that all the people who get kidnapped feel a little sick right before they get taken. I bet the monster that lives up there, the tower feeds its victims super gross food before it pounces. Oh, I bet it's like hamburger ice cream with butterscotch mayonnaise swirl. Ew. Or maybe he just picks the weakest of the bunch to snatch. I just don't get why he needs all those people.
Cat.
That cat and mouse seem to get along pretty well, don't they?
Do you think so, Luke? I would have guessed the cat was tormenting that poor mouse. But if you say the two of them are friendly, I believe you.
Of course, if it has to do with animals, leave it to me.
By the way, Professor, have you heard this one before? Let's see. According to the diagram shown here, A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals 3, D equals 4. What does E equal? Not 9.
There we go.
What?
I suppose I thought wrong.
How is that wrong? One, two. One, two. Maybe it has to be a different line, and like two of these are the same line. No, it should be 4.
There we go.
I guessed.
Critical thinking
Okay,
is the
why is
key
it
to
5,
success.
Professor? The number assigned to each letter refers to the number of sections that are touching the labeled section. Oh. Okay.
Gosh, I was sure I'd come up with a really good puzzle, but I guess it was still too easy, I guess.
That's right, Luke. I am the master of all puzzles and guessing. I am the master of guessing.
Hey! Close friend of the Baron. It's true. I had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times. Mr. Zappone, you didn't happen to be good friends with the Baron, did you? Me? Ha ha ha! Oh no, I was nothing of the sort. Yeah! Right.
Can you think of anyone at all who was close to Baron Reinhold?
No, I didn't really know him. Well, there was that one
Ability.
No, wait, never mind, I'm not sure. I guess Zappone can't really tell us much of anything. For anything, really, he's the most useless detective, except perhaps Gumshoe.
Yes, I'm afraid he was no help at all. I suppose that means we're back where we started. But at least we can be sure that this close friend of we're after is the president of Saint Mystère. We mustn't give up, Luke. Let's continue to ask around. Ugh. Now I just gotta ask around town. And there's nothing here. But there's a puzzle.
Professor, there's a puzzle hidden over here.
How many glasses? So is it just like pieces of paper? Like, didn't I already do this one? Maybe I did it off screen. Anyway, the answer is 1. I might have done it when I was yeah, when I recorded it and then it deleted it. Yeah. So
Easy, let's go find more puzzles.
It was fun. Okay, I guess we'll just have to ask around until something happens. What's that?
Professor, there's something on the ground here.
You're right. It appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it?
Sure thing. Let's see here. The boss completed my latest model today. He's a good guy and he's given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity.
This sounds a great deal like a journal entry, doesn't it? Judging by how the writer uses the term the boss, I imagined he was under employ of the Baron. I've constructed models to fit every situation, just like the boss asked me to.
I got a smile when I see how interested he is in them.
Getting some robot town in here.
That's the end of the entry. Do you suppose this person made some sort of models for a living?
Totally robots.
Not being a member of high society myself, I never so much as had a conversation with Reinhold.
Now, sorry, as I'd like to keep you chatting, I'm awful tired. I think I need to go lie down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? Your voice keeps changing every time we talk to you. I'm just plumb exhausted lately. It's that awful noise coming from the tower, you see. Oh, that means you're getting kidnapped next. It's gotten so loud I can't sleep a wink at nights. Do you know what's causing the noise? It's just a rumor, but I hear that every time that sound whips through Saint Mystere, someone disappears. They say the ones who go missing are the people who've been talking about feeling tired. Which is you! But those who disappear are back before you know it, so it's probably just a load of poppycock. Whenever the noise sounds, someone disappears. Interesting. Do you think the peculiar sound has anything to do with the strange old man who abducted Ramon? It's certainly possible, isn't it? But why would he release the victims after going through the trouble of kidnapping them? Because they're robots. They're robots, they're not people. There's nobody here. You there, yeah, you. Do you mean me, good sir? Yeah, you. This flower vase is yours, right? I've been keeping it nice and safe for you. Thanks? Do I need to... Yeah. Whoa, what's that in the corner? I've never seen anyone just forget something like this while shopping. Your vase is you're a vase space case, haha. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never seen that vase before in my life. I'm giving you a hint, dumbass. This fancy vase doesn't belong to you. Why'd that guy tell me to give this to you? What did this man look like? Well, he's gone. Well, my hat has a way of obscuring certain details from me. It's the worst, I tell you. Ah ha ha, I made a pun. But back to the issue at hand. The mystery man wasn't a regular around here, that's for sure. Don't sweat it though, I'll just give it back to the guy next time I see him. So, speaking of flower vases, I know a puzzle I bet you like. It's not a hard one or anything, but it's the least I can do for bothering you about the vase. Oh, it's either like a clue or like poison. Someone knocked over this fabulous vase and shattered it. Fix the pieces and restore the vase to its original shape. There's one catch though. Mixed in with the pieces is a single piece from a different vase. Okay. Well, these top parts are not. And these bottom parts also are not. So there's only two. Now, you just have to find what fits. That fits. How about this one? That fits too. Alright, so then you need something like that. And that one. There you go.
How does this sound?
That wasn't particularly difficult.
Professor, I've solved it!
Professor! Wasn't much of a challenge, was it? Oh, if only fixing things in real life were that simple. You've got a good head on your shoulders. I'm impressed. By the way, you're sure you don't want to take some fresh sausage home with you? Believe me, there are some links you don't want to be missing. Aha! No, thank you. We're just fine. Too bad. I got some hot piping sausage right here. Right here for you. No, sir, I don't want it. Oh, God, come on, take it. Take it, Layton. Take it. I don't... Sir, I'm going to have to call the police. Too bad not to bust your chops or anything, but that deal was a one-time offer. Maybe if you'd have said yes, you know what was at stake. I think we're done here, Luke. Step away from the crazy man. I couldn't agree more, Professor. Did he want us to take his sausage? Oh. Giant rock in the street. What kind of lout just throws trash on the ground? I'm going to pick it up. It's a rock. It's not a rock. It's an old newspaper. Honestly, you think everyone would know to know that trash goes in the trash. Wait a second. You have to come take a look at this article. Well, would you look at that? It seems to be Inspector Chumley. Haha, look at that. Chumley hailed a brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chumley hailed as a brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chumley celebrates each successful case with his favorite treat, his wife's sweet potato fritters. My God, his mouth is huge compared to her head. He could just consume her completely. Wow, who saw that one coming? He's so gruff that I never imagined he had a soft side like that. Just look at that old grump grinning over his plate of sweet potato fritters. I knew he was fussing over nothing when he said he hated sweets back at Reynold Manor. That's right, Luke, he did say that. How very curious. Maybe Inspector Chumley also is a robot? That's not the real Inspector Chumley. Oh, this old dude with the mega chin. So it's true what I'm hearing about the two of you. Are you really running around town in search of Reynold's fortune? That's correct, sir. Currently we're in search of a close friend of Baron Reynolds. We believe he has entrusted this friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite a search you have on your hands. Oh, excuse me, my name is Archibald. The Baron and I were great friends, thick as thieves. We used to have the most amazing conversations late into the night. Do you think that perhaps I'm the one you're searching for? Yes, I think so. What luck. After all this searching, we should bump into you in a place like this. I have one question. Do you recall ever receiving a small note or written message from the Baron? No, I don't remember receiving anything of the sort from Gus. But he did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some kind of clue. The Baron's desk, you say? Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You are most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us to take a look at it, we would be very grateful. I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind two fine puzzle lovers such as yourselves looking over his desk. Actually, let me impart a few pearls of wisdom on you while I've got your attention. Focusing on your case is all well and good, but if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later. Like, remember how that guy was like, you need to solve 30 puzzles? Oh, that shit happens. So make an effort to find puzzles around town and just solve the ones you can. Take it from this old timer. It's good to stop and smell the puzzles sometimes. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, man. I've been just going around and clicking stuff, and if there's a puzzle there, I try to solve it. Alright, I'll get off my high horse now. Let's head over to my house. Follow me. This is Gus's old desk. Take all the time you need to examine it. Splendid. Luke, let's get right to it. Desk. Cup. What lovely craftsmanship. Wine. Lovely craftsmanship. What should I look at? The letter on the desk? The drawers? Nah, I'm gonna whatever this is. What a nice hourglass. Oh, how about the cookies? A coin. These look very long. Alright, letter. This letter appears to be left unfinished. Oh, drawers. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's nothing in here. Let's look someplace else. There's nothing in here either. Just kidding. It seems to be a note. It may point us in the direction of the golden apple.
What do you make of this X?
X marks the spot. You stupid idiot. Well, what I would do is overlay that on a map of Saint Mystere and see where it ends up. Because it's sort of square-shaped. Chapter 5. Chapter solved. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just received a call for you from the innkeeper, Beatrice. It seems she's concerned about one of her lodgers. She'd like your thoughts on the problem. Well, we'd best go help her. Thank you, Archibald. Now off to the inn we go, Luke. Okay. Click around a bit. See what there is. Oh, there's something.
Look, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle.
Not knots? Ah, this one. Why this? Okay, in front of you are 4 tangled lengths of rope. Mark the ones you think will form a knot when you grab their ends and pull them taut.
I've let you down, Professor.
Yeah, I'm done with that puzzle. Gosh, this one's harder than I thought it would be. Ink coin. Oh, that's where you live. Alright, let's take a look at what we have. We have new journal. Talking with Ingrid. Sadly, even Ingrid, despite her intimate ties with the Reinhold family, had to admit that she never even heard talk of the golden apple during her time at the manor. Ingrid recommended we pay Zappone a visit, and so we shall. Really, though, does that man ever have anything useful to say? I am so sick of his shit. A total disappointment. As I suspected, Zappone hadn't a single piece of good advice for us regarding the Baron's mystery friend. If we are to find the individual we seek, it looks like we'll need to rely on the time-honored technique of taking to the streets and talking to the townsfolk. That's some good alliteration there. I have a feeling Zappone, is the one who tried to leave us that flower pot. While talking to Giuseppe, in the market, I stumbled upon a newspaper article outlining the inspector's latest caller. Latest caller, what? As I turned to leave the market, I bumped into a man named Archibald, who claims to be a friend of the Baron's. It turned out the Baron bequeathed a desk to Archibald. I simply can't wait to take a look closer. Archibald was kind enough to invite us to examine the desk he received from the Baron. Sure enough, hidden inside the desk was a note that seems to have something to do with the location of the golden apple. But I'll think on this more later. For now, Beatrice has asked us to return to the inn, and we mustn't keep her waiting. Okay. Mysteries. Oh, after this we have one more mystery. Though Chumley claims to dislike all sweets, a scrap of newspaper Luke found claims his favorite fruit in the world is sweet potato fritters. Which would it be that sweet? It's a sweet potato, but he was rejecting like cakes. Compared to cakes and whatnot, sweet potato isn't that sweet, is it? It's still kind of earthy. That being the case, why did Chumley fly into such a rage when Matthew brought him sweets at the manor? Because he's a robot. Everyone's a robot. Oh! It fits! Huzzah! I finally got something to fit. Now, whether that goes there or any other corner, I do not know. But I got 2 of them to fit. Yay! All the pieces are coming together. Okay, let's go back to the inn. That's not the inn. Oops. Okay. I swear I know my way around this place. I do. And then it's back this way. There we go. Hey man, how you doing? Yeah, if you really want to understand St. Mystere, you need to search a village thoroughly. Good luck, fellows. You'll need it. Thanks. Beatrice? Welcome back, Professor. I've been so looking forward to your return. Thank you. Was there something you wished to discuss with me? Oh my, yes. Listen to this. One of the guests here just performed a doze and dash routine on me. The man's gone, and so are all his things. I'd like you to bring him back. I'm a businesswoman after all. How can I run a business with scoundrels skipping out on the bill like this? Would you mind if I looked around the man's room? Please do. Look at it all you want. Here, I'll show you in. Yuck. What an absolute pigsty. This whole place stinks of smoke, and there's trash everywhere. And a croissant. Beatrice, can you describe this guest's appearance for me? Well... he looked straight up like the devil. He was actually Satan. He had a sharp mustache, and it was pretty clear he wasn't from around here, that was obvious. A mustache reeks of smoke. It's Lucifer! Oh, do you suppose he could be talking about Inspector Chumley? No, Luke. The picture on top there does not look like the outline of Chumley. Inspector Chumley isn't the type of self-import windbag who's been at Rhino Manor. No, that's not him. A man who stayed here looked so much more evil. He was wearing a long trench coat. I'm sure you know the type. Oh, where could he have run off to? Sorry to ask this, Professor, but would you be a darling and find the thief who skipped out on his bill? Yeah, okay. I'll go meet Lucifer. Be a darling and find that bill-dodging thief. Honestly, how are we going to make progress on our search for the golden apple? Things aren't looking good. No one knows anything about the item in question, and we have no leads. I'm beginning to wonder if this golden apple that everyone is in a flap over even exists. Now, Luke, I wouldn't say we're without any leads. Think, my boy. There's a place in St. Mystere that every villager warned us to stay away from. What do you mean? The tower, you stupid boy. The tower, Luke. We're going to go inside. No matter who we ask, no one seems to know a thing about the place. So we're going to go straight up inside. But suppose for a moment that the tower has something to do with the golden apple. And then it follows that the people of St. Mystere, scared to draw near the tower, wouldn't know anything. Of course! We need to investigate that tower! We're going to die! The tower marks the far northern border of St. Mystere. Let's search the north road of the market for a route to the tower. The elusive tower. Search for the path to the tower. Yep, I'm gonna save my progress, and I'm gonna leave it here. It seems we're nearing the end. The tower seems like a end game type B place. So we might almost be done with this series, which is cool because I've been working on this one for a while. all the puzzles and such. I'm really enjoying this game. That's, some of the puzzles are stupid, but that's just because it's outside of my expertise of thinking. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, and leave a comment because your words mean so much to me. As always, guys, have an awesome day.